Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with StewiejP. I'm Stewie, you're not, and neither are any of these blokes. These are the blokes from 2AR, World of Clan Wars. 2AR versus ELRIC. ELRIC, a very long-standing clan. They used to be running around in Clan Wars back when I was at POW, I reckon, decades ago just about. Anyway, in this Clan War battle, this is 2AR. They're taking on the Tier 8 map, and 2AR, the sister clan of 1AR, where I play. They're out there with a hell of a lot of heavy tanks, one light tank, a tank destroyer, and a medium tank. And they're on the Lakeville. They're going out to, looks like they're going out towards the town where heavy tanks generally do their business. They're all looking at trying to get some shots in towards that WZ132. We're looking from Darth Cavalier's point of view. Darth Cavalier, the commander of, or one of the executive officers of 2AR. Darth Cavalier's in his defender. It looks like he took a little bit of a wrong turn in that little manoeuvre and took some damage. You can see that you can see on the minimap a lot of the heavy tanks are up on this ridge line just here, getting ready to shoot at whatever goes down that central road, down the 4 line. You can see Frosty 2 picking the map. My old mate Frosty possibly calling this one. He loves to call a good Tier 8 battle, and a hell of a nice guy as well. So if you're thinking about dipping your toe into Clan Wars or into joining a clan, consider 2AR, especially if you don't have any Tier 10s. You might think, oh, Tier 10 Clan Wars might sound a little bit intimidating. And 2AR, if you've got the right attitude, 2AR will take you, and they do regular skirmishes, Tier 8 Clan Wars, as you can see, and lots of platoons, good times, and plenty. They use the same team speak as 1AR too, so you can platoon with anyone from either clan, as well as maybe learn a thing or two. Anyway, they're winning 1-0. They've gotten rid of that pesky little light tank, the WZ132, who was spotting the middle of the road. You can see on the minimap Frosty over here looking for vision across the road. Looks like Frosty's just copped a little bit of stun damage. He's been stunned by enemy artillery, obviously. Darth Cavalier in his defender. Now, the defender is a tank that you see a lot of in Tier 8 Clan Wars. It hasn't been for sale since the first time it was sold, which was a number of months ago now. The defender, similar to the IS3, it's got a 122mm gun, 440 average damage, 225 penetration with standard rounds, 265 with APCR rounds. Darth Cavalier just using the standard rounds for now. He's looking out towards the central road, just the same as his platoon mates are. Looking at the minimap, you can see the Indian Panzer. Interesting choice for a Tier 8 medium tank in a Clan Wars battle. Indian Panzer getting some vision towards the east. You can see ELRIC have brought a couple of IS3s, an AMX5100 who's been spotted in the valley by 2AR's AMX5100, and of course an IS6. You don't see many IS6s in Tier 8 Clan Wars. Possibly though a little bit short on whatever their preferred tanks might be over at ELRIC. But anyway, 1-0's the score. Darth Cavalier moving up towards the city, which is where the heavy tanks do their bizzo. There's an IS3. OK Onushi. Looks like he's going with him. No use, just one heavy going there. Tiger 2. A Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger back here. A rim burner. Kicking back, doing a little bit of sniping, I guess. That's what RHM's Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträgers like to do. And it's quite clear that ELRIC have got at least three heavy tanks have been spotted in that town. That Indian Panzer nearly got taken out there. He's down to 189 hit points, and now we look from Darth Cavalier's point of view. There's an IS3 in a pretty good hull down position. Darth Cavalier bounces a shot, doesn't manage to land one on the enemy IS3. He aims and aims and aims for what seems like an eternity. Reloads for what seems like an eternity when you're in this position. Puts a shot into him for 536 hit points. That's got to be a pretty high roll, considering average is 440. You'd take 536 any day of the week into the IS3. Takes you down to 464 health. Still haven't spotted all the enemy tanks. So Ferdinand was last spotted up on that central road. Of course, those three heavies in the town. An AMX 5100 running down looking for vision down that valley of death, if you like. You can see Frosty back there to where artillery would normally be. He's looking for vision down the ice road, down the valley. just to make sure they don't get a sneaky cap in. And they can see the AMX 5100 moving back to where the Rheinmetall and Wolftron and the T32s are. You can see they're getting backed up. Darth Cavalier being backed up by Tiger 2, T32, and of course this IS-3, another T32 here is looking to get another shell into that IS-3. Of course, very challenging to penetrate those tanks when they're hulled down like that. Looks like they're getting ready for a push. Some of the tanks are going back towards the cap. The AMX 5100, the Indian Panzer, and of course that RHM still kicking back over there. Oh, he wants to be careful. He doesn't want to shoot his teammate here. I reckon he's zoomed in just a little bit too much here. 25 zoom looks like a little bit too much when you're fighting in pretty close quarters. He has bounced 1560 hit points of damage. He's picked up a little bit of assisted damage as well. Only managed to penetrate the one shot though. Looks like the enemy IS-3 switched to heat rounds, trying his luck against the defender. And Darth Cavalier says, thank you very much, I'll take that. 444 hit points of damage into the enemy IS-3. Takes him down to a one-shot. He's on 69 health, but artillery has fired. Looks like he's starting to gruffer at his T-32, as well as Darth Cavalier, who's down to 645 hit points. Now, after this battle, there's going to be two replays featuring another Tier 8 premium tank. The, what's it called? The Ravioli tank, the M4A1 Revalorise. One zips a score on Lakeville. You can see a number of heavy tanks on the enemy side. Two IS-3s, three IS-3s I should say, as well as an IS-6, all in this central town position. Darth Cavalier puts another shot into the IS-3 for 429 health, brings his damage up to 1409. He's also blocked 1560 hit points, and now they've spotted that AMX 5100. That's the same one who was going down the valley. Unfortunately, Gruffer gets taken out in the T32 by the AMX 5100, who I would say that AMX 5100 is now on the reload. Gruffer was on pretty high health. I reckon he might have clipped him out there. Darth Cavalier pulls back. He's only on 385, which could be a one-shot for those IS-3s if he doesn't manage to bounce those shots. He's no longer stunned. He's reloaded. He's got a shell in the barrel. He has used his repair kit, and it looks like the IS-3 just over here is the focus of their attention. They need to focus fire on that. The Tiger 2 going back, looking for shots into that IS-3. The IS-3 looking Darth Cavalier's way. Unfortunately, Darth Cavalier gets taken out by that shot from the IS-3, but that IS-3's down to a manageable amount of health now. You can see the Tiger 2, Orionu SEA, Armour Girl in a T32, as well as Okunushi in the IS-3. They're cleaning up these tanks quite well now. Preacher picks up the kill on Sir Hardy Boy in the IS-3. AG goes down to an IS-6. 4-3's the score. The Indian Panzer and the AMX 5100 you can see on the minimap kicking back at the base. Helping with this, Rheinmetall Waffenträger, but the IS-3 and that 5100 working like a tank destroyer on the central load picks up the kill on the IS-6. 6-3 the score now. You can see Frosty. Looks like Frosty's done a cheeky run down the valley, and he's got on the cap, but he's gotten himself killed by an AMX AC-48. You don't see many of those in Tier 8 Clan Wars, and now we're looking from Jackarin's point of view. Jackarin 4 in the AMX 5100. It'd be just about loaded by now, I reckon, but he's showing great restraint there. He is on full health. He's letting his teammates know he's got 5 seconds to go before he's loaded. The heavy tanks pushing through the town. They've spotted the AMX AC-48, which gets killed. The Lorraine 15551 Tier 8 French artillery piece was just spotted for a second up at A7. They'd love to get rid of the artillery. Unfortunately, Levian Avoid in the Indian Panzer gets taken out by the JP2, and Jakorian does the right thing, tracks the Jag Panther, picks up a bit of assisted damage as well as spotting it, and he picks up the kill himself. He's on 2 kills. He's on full health, 1400 hit points in the French auto-loading heavy tank, the AMX 5100. But you'd imagine this Lorraine could be aiming towards him, or he could be aiming towards these heavy tanks. One thing for sure, that Lorraine 15551 French SPG, it might have a pretty good rate of fire, but it can't be aiming at all of those tanks at the same time. So they're doing the right thing here, the boys and girls from 2AR. They're moving in as a group. These heavy tanks moving forward. This AMX needs to keep moving up to get vision on the Ferdinand. He's on full health. He can afford, even if the Ferdinand and the artillery hit this AMX 5100, he'll still be alive and well because he's on 1400 health. I think the Ferdinand might do maybe 500 hit points of damage if it's lucky. Looks like the 30's back right off the AMX 5100. 6 cents not going off. And you can also see over there Preacher and his T32 moving up where the artillery was last seen. Jacorin spots the Ferdinand. He can afford to take a shot. He does, just for 338 hit points. So I was a little bit out in that prediction of 500. And he's just keeping that Ferdinand lit. So his teammates can pick up the kill. Preacher does the job in his T32. Jacorin in his AMX 5100. Happy just to sit on the cap. But Frosty pings the A2 square, indicating that's where he reckons artillery might be. Jacorin clearly doesn't want to be the first one to go around the corner, and there it is, the Ray 15551. This should be an easy win for 2AR once they get rid of that one. And the IS3 going in first. Preacher following close behind in the T32, and they're looking at getting it there. Surely they've got him now. The artillery fires, the IS3 takes him down, and the T32 picks up the kill for a reasonably comfortable win after a bit of a tight start. It was a comfortable win in the end on Lakeville, 10-5. We'll have a very quick look at the post-game battle results before we move into these M4A1 Revalorise battles. You can see a pretty good spread of damage. Darth Cavalier, even though he didn't last the whole game, he's still top damage with 2,305 hit points of damage. Breacher had a ripper in his T32, 3 kills, 1,800. Okinushi, 1,600. Orionaru, Jesus Christ, these names are out of control, 1,292. A few others, over 1,000 hit points of damage, and well played and well called, possibly by Frosty, possibly by Darth Cavalier. Maybe it was a bit of a joint effort. I'm not sure, as clearly I wasn't in this one. Darth Cavalier made a handy amount of coin too, 50k. Normally you lose more than that in a tier 10 clan war, so if you're thinking of doing clan wars anytime soon, and the thought of tier 10s, or maybe you don't have tier 10s, but maybe the thought of tier 10s is a little bit daunting for you, and you want to try tier 8s just to dip your toe in the water first, think about joining 2AR. Great bunch of people, always up for a good laughs, never short of someone to platoon with if you're you know, if you've got a new tank, you want to try it out but you don't know how to use it. Bit like me with most of my tanks. Anyway, 2AR, great bunch of people. Same team speak as 1AR, and always good for laughs, and plenty of people you might learn something from as well. As we move on to this second game, this is going to be a threesome, a triple shot of tier 8 action. Of course, that was the Clan Wars, 2AR versus ELRIC. This one features my old mate AppleBoomX from Crazy Clan. He's in the M4A1 Revalorise. It's a tank that I've never liked the look of, but I've got 2 replays featuring this tank. And look, maybe I could be convinced otherwise. I do like my Lorraine, and the Lorraine's a lightly armoured medium, but of course the Lorraine's got that groovy little auto loader. You can see AppleBoomX is into this position, which I've seen a few people. I know Elite Commando from Crazy Clan, he loves this, and they're in the same clan. He loves this little position here on mines, getting cheeky shots into where all the tanks often seem to get to. IS6 back here pretending as an artillery piece, and of course he's pinging the map. This IS6 player pinging the map like you would not believe. Who the hell is that? Sir Ensa. He is, oh gee, I'd be fucking muting him, I'll tell you that. That's amazing. A top tier heavy tank back with SPG. Looks like the Rain 40T might be going back to reset his battle buddy, who knows. Anyway, we're looking on AppleBoomX's point of view in this game. The Rain 40T's gone back to play like a tank destroyer, and oh, he's on full health. This game is looking like, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, it's an all tier 8 battle on mines. 1 all's the score. AppleBoomX has already picked up nearly 1,200 hit points of damage. He's kicking back at this little corner where his platoon mate, Elite Commando, he loves this corner because you can get some very cheeky side shots into the tanks that are contesting the mine or the hill or the donut or whatever you'd like to call it. His team are down 1-3, 2-3 now as he picks up his first kill, getting rid of one of the P Victorias, the new Swedish premium medium tank. I'd love to buy that tank. I'd love to have a reason to buy that tank, and a reason would be that if I had a normal Swedish medium tank to cross-train the crew. I mean, that's my main reason for buying premium tanks. Anyway, 3-all's the score. He's on 11 hit points of damage for his 1 kill. AppleBoomX from Crazy Clan. He's in this little position which he likes to take shots from. The Lorraine 40T and the IS6 still camping back here like tank destroyers. I would be embarrassed. I would be embarrassed to do that. They're both on full health. Last I saw they were. Yeah, they certainly are. They certainly are both on full health. T26E5 does the right thing, picks up the kill on the STA2, which I think is what AppleBoomX might have just put into the chat. AppleBoomX on 1143 health. He's picked up 1277 damage, so he's only taken 1 shot by the looks of it. 4-5's the score. Plenty of action in the middle. It looks like he's just going to reposition. Of course, the M4A1 Revalorise, the ravioli tank, not known for its armour, that's for sure. But what it is known for is its gun, even though that shot was just a critical hit. It does have a pretty juicy gun. APCR for standard, 390 damage, 200 penetration, 250 penetration with the heat rounds, which is standard. Not sure how that compares to the Lorraine 40T. I think the Lorraine 40T has the best penetration of the tier 8 mediums, I think. Anyway, bit of a slow start for AppleBoomX. That's not what we're used to seeing from. But with his heavies, with these 3 tanks, you know, they've got 4 out of their original 15 tanks camping the base. You can understand artillery, but Jesus Christ. The VK100 O1P, he's on full health. Lorraine 40T. Looks like he's copped 1 shot, possibly from that IS6. And the IS6 on full health, all camping the base. Very interesting gameplay. You can't play other people's games for them, I guess, but wow, very, very interesting indeed. 6-5's the score. They're up by 1. There's an IS6 spotted in the north, and that looks like that's what AppleBoomX from Crazy Clan's going for. Not only will he put some damage into it, he'll also keep him lit for his teammates. IS6, the new tank destroyer, by the looks of it. That's absolutely amazing. 6-5's the score. 1662 damage. He bounces that shot, bounces the return shot off his turret. Now he should beat him on the reload. Hasn't got the quickest reload in the world, the M4A1 Revalorise, but certainly quicker than the IS6, and he pops him for 414 hit points of damage, takes his damage count up to over 2,000. And now that some enemy tanks are coming to the north, that IS6 and Lorraine both running down this 1-2 line. If they work together well, I should be able to take out the Lorraine 40T and then work away on the Scorpion and the WZ132. Who knows what they're thinking, what they're going to do. 7-5 is the score. AppleBoomX on 2,000 damage. And looking for another angle on this IS6 that's contesting the north. It looks like he's not aiming towards AppleBoomX, so AppleBoomX pops a shot in for 365 damage. Picks up a little bit of assisted damage as well. He's looking towards the enemy M4A1 Revalorise, as well as that IS6. He ricochets that shot, loses his track. Auto aims more than once. Thinks better of it. 7-5's the score, 2,461 damage. One of those IS6s in the north goes down to the VK100 O1P, who's still on full health, even though he's been hit by artillery and stunned. Just a bit of splash damage there. It's still an IS6 and a M4A1 Revalorise. It's world of premium tanks in this game. If you look at the lineups, the remaining tanks on the enemy team, apart from the WZ132 and the artillery, the rest are all premiums. And there's also a few other premiums that have been killed on the enemy side. That's a beautiful shot for 399 damage into the side of the IS6. And it looks like the IS6 doesn't have a return shot on him. So AppleBoomX just sits there, waits for his gun to reload and picks up his second kill. Brings the score up to 9-6. Now that Lorraine 40T, who was helping that IS6 down the 1 line, has been killed by the WZ132. Now that IS6 pigging for help. What an absolute knucklehead. He is still on full health though, but it looks like he's about to be outnumbered and outgunned. 10-6 is the score. AppleBoomX from Crazy Clan. 3,226 damage done, 390 block, 790 assisted damage as he moves back to try and help these 2 low health tanks get rid of this P Victoria. Critical hits the Swedish tier 8 premium medium tank, the newest premium tank to the game. Doesn't throw away his health. Waits till his gun reloads before aiming in that direction. He loses his engine, and then he cops a whopping shot from artillery. So he fixes his tracks. He fixes his tracks instead of his engine, which helps him move away from cover. That P Victoria has been taken out by the T26 E5. It's still a full 74 seconds before AppleBoomX can fix his engine, so he's just going to plod along. Try and get some sniper shots down towards that 1-2 line. You can see artillery will say thank you very much. One shot for kill number 3. That IS6 in the end down here got absolutely obliterated and taken out from full health in just a matter of seconds. I reckon it might have been 2 shots from the Scorp G, and maybe obviously the WZ working pretty well with that Scorpion G as well. 13-9 is the score now. AppleBoomX on 4,000 hit points of damage. You'll be thinking this one's looking pretty good for the World of Tanks with StewiejP at Get On Board Studios replay on mines. 13-9, just the WZ132 left and the Scorpion G. WZ132, I think if he's lucky he'll one-shot him. What's the average damage? Is 390. Hard to say. Wait, he still can't fix his engine for another 20 odd seconds. Goes for a little bit of a peek over the top. Nobody wants to be the first one out there. Nobody wants to get walloped by that Scorpion G, the Tier 8 Premium German tank destroyer. And 6 cents didn't go off. He swears in the chat. 13-10. This could go either way. If nobody decides to be the first one on the dance floor and move forward, then this is going to be... Who knows? They should win this one. You've got that VK100P on 934 hit points. The rest are pretty low. The VK gets spotted, so he won't be on full health for long if that Scorpion G has its way. Looking at the range point of view, Bayashi. I know that name. Bayashi picks up the kill on the WZ. Gets taken out by the Scorpion G. Now the Scorpion G's fired. They need to move in together as a group. Only one tank can be killed. He can't kill them all in the end. 15-11 the final score. And it looks like that little Swedish thing might have just had a cheeky pop at one of his teammates. There was some very, very interesting gameplay in that replay. It is an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge though for AppleBoomX from Crazy Clan. The Spotter Medal for getting over 1,000 hit points of assisted damage in one game. Bruiser, Jules 5 for effect. Look at all those tanks that he had a hand in getting rid of here. Certainly did well in that one. 4,003 hit points of damage, 3 kills, 1485 base experience. This IS6, oh my god, he fired 7 shots. Only one of them hit, and it looks like it was a shot into a teammate. Wow. What an absolute legend. Anyway, AppleBoomX, 4,000 damage, 3 kills. 19 shots fired, 16 hit, 12 went through. 51,368 credits after tax in that 10-minute game. Also got the 1,610 assisted damage, which would have went greatly towards that Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. Had he had a premium account, it would have made over 94,000 credits. And that's without a booster or without any clan credit rewards going on. As we move on to our third and final Tier 8 game in this triple shot of Tier 8 action, featuring 2 AR in Clan Wars and also the M4A1 Revalorise, the Tier 8 premium tank. This one's Wolftron from EGP Clan. Now Wolftron sent me a wonderful message just the other day, or just the other day from the day I recorded this, that people from Wolftron, big shout out to all the guys from Wolftron's clan, EGP. He says that they're all fans of the channel, so I appreciate that a great deal. 1 zips the score on Lakeville for Wolftron from EGP. I think he's one of the executive officers at EGP. Not 100% sure, and I apologise if I'm wrong, but big shout out to all the lads from EGP. I reckon Wolftron might have been spotted there by that WZ132. Look, his 6 cents didn't go off, but you'd imagine Wolftron just spotted that Scorpion G himself down the central road of Lakeville. Scorpion G gets taken out by the Tiger 2, sniping up here in the northeast corner. 2-1. He's going for another peek. Maybe he wasn't spotted, but he's that. You'd think he would have been spotted by that WZ. Who knows? Fires towards the Ribitol Borsig Waffenträger, the rim burner. Takes him down to 702 hit points. That brings up the 1,000 damage mark in this game, but he's still got a bit of a way to go. They're winning 3-1. And, oh, thank you. No! Just critical hits. The baby bat chat at Tier 9, the auto-loading French medium tank Wait for that French gun to reload. The M4A1 Revalorise. The ravioli tank fires clutch towards a baby Batchat. Doesn't quite land the shot. And looking for some cheeky snipey shots. It's a tier 10 game, so you can understand why he's not getting too aggressive. Getting a few cheap shots in at the start can often can definitely help you score at the end of the game. Looking at the minimap, the T-32 and the Conqueror doing a bit of a valley push. It looks like a lot of enemy tanks down here camping the base. Only the baby Batchat spotted in town. The Rheinmetall-Baltic Waffenträger that Wolftron was shooting at earlier is down to about 400 or 500 hit points from memory. The STI last spotted down in the southern flank. That big bad British gun on the Death Star, the FE215B, clearly looking for a one-shot into the baby Batchat, the WZ. There's the WZ. The Batchat 25T AP, the TAP, if you like. That'd be a good little name for the baby Batchat. Anyway, here comes Wolftron from EGP Clan, moving straight down the Central Road in Lakeville. You can see that so many enemy tanks are camping down here. Now, he was surely spotted there. No sixth sense, I would imagine. No sixth sense on this tank. Maybe he said that in the message when he sent me this replay. Itchy Nose gets hit by the VK4502B, that brilliant tank that I finished one of my heavy tank missions on not so long ago. Lets his teammate know where that VK is. Looking for vision from the Central Road, the FE215B and the WZ111-4 coming to help him. Looking for a cheeky shot. He's down to 924 health. Looking at the enemy tanks, that FV could certainly one-shot him. The FE4005 or the FE215B 183 on the enemy side. The 183 was last spotted around looking towards the lake, so not too worried about that. FE4005 hasn't been spotted for a while, which tells me he's probably pulled right back. Wolftron looking for a cheeky shot on that VK. He wants a little bit of revenge for the damage he gave him early. Takes him for 375 hit points of damage to big tier 9 German heavy tank. Using this ridgeline for a little bit of cover, aiming towards the Strichwagen 103-0. Doesn't quite land the shot on the tier 9 Swedish tank destroyer. 8-1's the score. You can see his team getting nice and aggressive through the town now. So many tanks camping back here at J2, or they were last spotted camping at J2. You can see the FE4005 aiming towards the other tanks. So Wolftron does the right thing, puts a shell into the British tank destroyer. He'll be very brave to go around the corner. The friendly FV picks up the kill on the enemy FE4005. I do have one of them. It's a very strange tank to play. And Wolftron coming in for the cleanup. Bounces a shot on the Strichwagen 103-0, the tier 9 Swedish TD. I think it's, until the Chinese TDs come, I think it's probably the newest tank destroyer line in the game. Peeking around, looking for the Strichwagen, but the Death Star's in the way. That should work. Thank you very much. There's kill number 2 for Wolftron, for EGP Clan. Moving around, keeping vision on these enemy tanks. Just looking for some opportunistic shots. That E3 could certainly ruin Wolftron's game. So he pulls back. He's on nearly 3,000 hit points of damage. 10-2 is the score. So it certainly is. It's a clean-up mission. The E3's just fired into the Death Star. And he's thinking, where can I shoot him? Didn't scratch him. It's made out of concrete, the T11 OE3. The American non-turreted tank destroyer. And as usual, towards the end of the game, when there's not many tanks left and everyone's fighting over the damage, it's a bit of a traffic jam as he looks towards the T34-3, the premium Chinese tier 8 medium. No, it's the standard tier 8 T34-2. Picks up a shot into that one. Gets some more assisted damage. And just the one tank left. It's a Death Star. 3392 damage done. 2718 assisted. Is this going to be enough for an ace for Wolftron for EGP Clan? Looking for the kill shot on the Death Star. Doesn't quite roll high enough. He's down to 79 hit points. And everyone just charges in and picks up that last kill. And that's about it for this triple shot of Tier 8 action, featuring 2 AR in Clan Wars on Lakeville, and also the M4A1 Revalorise. Ravioli tank. You know the one I'm talking about. Wolftron from EGP. A massive shout out to everyone from EGP. Thank you very much for All your replays. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, Spotter Medal for all that assisted damage you did. Bruiser Fire for Effect, the Lee Vaslejos Medal for killing 2 TDs that are of a higher tier. Of course, a Confederate medal for shooting more bad guys than anybody else. Wolftron from EGP, top scored in that one, 3,774 hit points of damage, more damage than anybody else. Even the tier 10s, he certainly earned his money in that one. 1465 base experience, 16 shots fired, 13 hit, 10 went through, 2,718 assisted damage. That definitely contributed to all those wonderful, wonderful credits. And of course the top score, 118,339 credits after tax. That's with a premium account. No boosters running for that one. That's just because he had an absolutely epic game. Pretty sure it was all standard rounds too that he fired, which of course helps your credit earning in that 6.5 minute game. So there we have it, that triple shot, the threesome of Tier 8 action. 2AR versus ELRIC on Lakeville at Tier 8 Clan Wars, and a couple of M4A1 Revalorise battles featuring Wolftron and my old mate AppleBoomX. Thanks for the replays, lads. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time.